I'm back again, gun strap packing in more metaphors and lyrics from this young man. A.M. Ring is the boss, spitting lyrics once again.
Revealing Approved Information Now, episode 33. We're in the building, man. I've been away a little bit just working on the album. Real quick, let me get into these scores as far as NFL. The Patriots fucked up the Giants 35-14. The Panthers beat the Buccaneers 37-26. The Redskins got the dub versus the Dolphins 17-16. The Saints beat the Jaguars 13-6. The Ravens beat the Bengals 23-17. The Seahawks won against the Browns 32-28. The Eagles lost due to injuries to the Vikings 38-20. The Texans beat the Chiefs 31-24. The Falcons lost to the Cardinals 34-33. The 49ers fucked the Rams up 20-7. The Broncos busted the Titans ass 16-0. Oh Lord. Damn, the 49ers killed the Rams 20-7. Oh damn, bro. The Cowgirls lost. Is everybody's favorite day in America when the Cowgirls lose. The Cowgirls lost to the Jets 24-22. The Steelers beat the Chargers 24-17. Shout out to my man Quentin, bro. I know my man Quentin was hot. The Lions play the Packers. The Packers are home for Monday Night Football. So, on this podcast, we're gonna talk about the conspiracy. It's this gun that has invisible bullets, and it will get you, and you won't even know. We're gonna talk about the lawyer who breaks down the corrupt system. We're gonna talk about Guyger. We're gonna talk about why does the government hate LA rebuilding for the better. And a lot of these segments with the Guyger case is previously recorded. So you know, a lot of stuff has happened throughout then as far as who killed the witness who testified against her, Guyger. And this is a lot of stuff that, you know, we get to talk on now. KLM told me to hold his spot, so he will be on the podcast, and we're going to talk about it even further and even more in detail. Shout out to everybody that support the podcast in general. My man Greedy, KLM, Midnight, Hickey, Dom, Magoat, Sean, Juan, Dame Dollar. Shout out to my bro Justin. Man, keep your head, stay positive. Shout out to my man MD, Melford, my queen. Shout out to everybody that's on some positive love, peace, positivity. We don't like the phonies. Shout out to my man E, my man Emilio, D Rich was good boy, my man Quentin. Revealing Approved Information Now. Karlos.
This audience, though, I'm glad they mixed it up. I like a mixed audience, man. White people, you can learn a lot tonight. It's a lot about us as black people that y'all don't know. Like, white people don't know that black people don't even die. Bruh, you ain't never heard of no black people dying. That is some white people shit. You be at your job, they hit you with the news. Hey, you hear what happened to Steve? Hell no, what happened to Steve? Steve died. When did Steve die? Steve died Wednesday. When was the funeral? Wednesday afternoon. When you die, they through with you. They don't spend no extra time on your ass. They take their lunch break, go view your body. Yep, that's him. Let's go get a Starbucks. Not black people. We don't die. We pass. Same scenario. You at your job working on a Thursday. They come hit you. Nigga. You heard what happened to Karlos? Hell no. What happened to Karlos? Nigga, Karlos passed. When Karlos passed? Nigga, Karlos passed Thursday. When the funeral? January, my nigga. His brother gotta come, his little sister still in school. When you die, you have a funeral. Black people don't have funerals. What we have? Homegoing, celebration. Homegoing be sad as hell, don't it? Unless it's a thug. Nigga from the street about that life. Then it's interesting, cause the pastor don't know what to say. He just up there making up shit, saying everything and nothing at the same time. Now Karlos, what's Karlos? And every time you saw Karlos, He was Karlos. Home going be sad as hell, don't it? The family had to scrape that little money together, get that little black-owned funeral home. That's some of the scariest black people in the whole community. Tell the truth. Cause y'all going through something as a family. They standing up still promoting the business. Borderline disrespectful, like, hello. My name is Willie Jackson. On behalf of Jackson's Funeral Home, where our motto is, we can't live if you do.
Tameka Walker is a mother with a plea.
Fight back. Come together. Help.
An appeal to the public.
Let's help mothers who lost children. Let's help. Enough is enough.
Walker's pain now turned into a plan after the shooting death of her 16-year-old son, Milton Carrington.
I refuse for my son to fall victim to Baltimore City streets, and he be another file on the police desk waiting for the public to help.
The shooting happened 1 month ago Sunday, and still no arrest. Walker believes police are doing their best to work the case, but it's the public, she says, that won't step up to help catch a killer in this case or any other murder in a city riddled with gun violence.
It's Baltimore City. Small. Everyone always knows something. Are they willing to come forward? No.
For Walker, it's personal. Her son Milton died in her arms August 29th after someone in a white van opened fire on Monument Street, where Milton and his mother had walked to a corner store. Surveillance video captured the moment bullets flew, killing Milton and injuring his mother, who could be seen being helped to her son's side as he lay in the street. Now, a plea to help police crack the case.
We have to stand up and fight back. This could have been anybody's child, and any mother could have been me. When do you fight back?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The jury having reached a verdict, Ms. Guyger and your team, would you please stand? We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Amber Guyger, guilty of murder as charged in the indictment. No outburst. And it is signed by the presiding juror, who is juror number 11. Mr. Rogers, would you like to have the jury poll?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You may be seated, Ms. Guyger.
Action from her yet?
Yeah, there's a little commotion in the courtroom as that sheriff's deputy is standing guard over Toby Shook, her defense attorney, and Amber Guyger there. So what's going to happen next here is the judge said we're going to have an extended lunch break. The jury deliberated for what, 6-7 hours before they reached
They
this?
deliberated about 4 hours yesterday, and it would have been about 2 hours today, so about 6 hours.
And
she's crying
and
now. You can starting to see a reaction. Yeah. And now what will happen is what's called the punishment phase. We will hear testimony from, presumably from Botham Jean's mother and probably other family members, people who will talk about his life, and there'll be that kind of testimony. And then there'll be testimony probably from character witnesses, presumably from her family members. That'll probably go a day, maybe 2 days. And then this jury will be, this jury that has now found her guilty of murder will be the ones deciding her fate. You can see Amber Guyger very emotional.
At the end of the, clear my throat here. At the end of the day, I think the prosecution was able to clearly enunciate that she had options when she walked in that apartment. She is a trained professional. She had options, and she did not go by the training she got from the police academy. She did not retreat to a safe place. She did not call for backup. Instead, what happened here is she went straight in. And from my understanding, Tanya, you watched a lot more testimony than I did, but she never saw a weapon. She just saw a figure, and she opened fire.
All right, man, revealing approval information now. Black people are immortal. That's a fact. I had to show some love to Karlos Miller. Continue doing your stand up, my brother. Karlos. Hey, yo, blame the dank. And the teleport. So anyway, everything that's going on with a positive supporting business as well as craft their organics, a better lifestyle of living, eating wise. If you are a vegan, support that business. You feel me? A black-owned business at that. So you know how that go. We support not only a black-owned business but a good business as well. You feel me? And we're gonna go straight to the Amber Guyger case. And real quick, I'm gonna send my love to Tameka for taking the 10 shots as well as her case. Long story short, she basically saying nobody really gonna come forward, and because the streets is the streets, and the streets gonna continue playing by the street code. And some people want to change that, and some people said the streets is a myth. Some people said the streets not real. It's not that important. But she's not giving up, bro. I can't imagine she would after taking 10 shots. You feel me? We gonna keep praying for the queen. Every time she has a situation where she's out there, we're gonna continue to cover her stories and give her support. So I just feel like, you know, I had to show my love to the queen. Keep your head up. I feel like everything will come to the light. But as far as this Amber Guyger case, DEMP DEMP, please give your opinion before I give my opinion, because mine might not be so squeaky clean. Unless, Melford, you want to give yours? Either or.
Nah, I'll go after y'all.
Yeah, you go
okay,
first.
DEMP DEMP, what's your opinion on all this?
I mean, you feel me? I feel as though, you feel me? Like they said on the clip, Amber didn't do her job. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, it's not like, you feel me? We see these things on a daily basis, you feel me? Black people getting killed for nothing. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? About the brother hugging her, you feel me, and forgiving her, I feel as though it takes a lot of strength to do something like that, you feel me? And personally, I feel like, you feel me, if he wasn't to do that, he probably would have regretted it, you feel me? Because he would have been bitter inside. So, why not get it out right there? You feel me? Now, A-Mac on the other hand feel as though he's a sucker nigga because, you feel me, he showed his emotion in a different way. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, it's like, yeah, it's plenty of different ways to look at it because of the way that he handled the situation. But it's not really up for other people to decide, you know what I mean, how somebody should solve a situation. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I had bring up the other day where he had cut me off. That's just like, you feel me? If he was to murder her, like, what is that solving in the situation? You feel me? He talking about how, what he say? He bring religion into the situation. He was like, God also destroys. But, you feel me? I understand that. But what is, you feel me, having a negative, you feel me, comeback gonna do in the situation? Either way, you feel me, his brother's still dead. So it's not like it's changing anything. But, yeah, that's all I had to say. You can speak now, Mr. Evac.
See, I rebuke Satan. I learned not to share all your information with people because they're going to try to throw it in your face. Because that's just what happened to me.
No, because, bro, the other day I was talking. He cut me off, bro. I was pissed off. And I was like, you know what? Let's talk about it on the podcast.
Kind of like
that's
how you doing to me now.
You can't cut me off in front of America.
You doing that to me now?
Yeah, I'm doing it to you now. Because you doing it to me. Go ahead.
Yo, all right. So basically what I was saying.
So basically what he was saying was.
But yeah, facts, he a sucker.
Facts.
If she killed Mel Mel or AJ, I can't see myself going up there like,
because you would handle it
give
differently.
Me let me get a hug. Can I hug her? Can I please hug her? No, that's dead, bro. I was saying God destroys. I feel like a lot of people in this generation don't like evil, you know, even the idea of thinking about eating with, you know, on the same table as evil. I feel like God destroys as well as he embraces, you know, the good that he creates. You feel me? He destroys evil, period. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I feel like that's just my opinion on it.
That's why the bitch is in jail, bro.
And then everybody, and it's a lawsuit on the judge, by the way. So, cause they feel like the judge had no right to hug that woman at all, that murderer at all. So, Melvin, what's your opinion, man?
I mean, that's because she was white. But I think I agree more with them.
Thank you.
I'm not mad at him for hugging them. I know in that situation, I wouldn't have done that at all. I wouldn't even thought to done that.
Exactly, because I wouldn't have did the same thing either.
But at the same time, I recognize that if things were different, that could be a beautiful gesture. But things being the way they are racially, like the racial dynamic in the world we live in, I just think that's why it's turning a lot of people off.
I think not only that, but I think in general people are just tired of the saying, pray for them and keep them moving. You can do both. Pray for them, beat them up, teach you a lesson so they know not to mess with you. A lot of people felt like that it was like a letdown in a way. They said, at what point can we show our kids that you can't just kill us and we have, we show like surrenderness? Because people felt like that's what he did. He showed surrenderness,
But at the same time, though, that's his brother. Like, maybe that's just part of his grieving process.
Exactly.
Like, who are you to say how he should handle that?
Yeah,
like it's not our place.
Put a clap sound effect to that.
Yeah, but even the family. Yeah, but even the family. Even he said the family might not agree with what he was about to say.
Because the family is not him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he a sucker.
You's a sucker.
I bet he don't get no plate during holidays.
Why
you feel me? That's crazy, bro.
You think Jesus would have done that?
No, because Jesus don't like evil. Jesus is the opposite of evil.
When Jesus on the cross, oh my God.
He'll pray for you.
Let's talk about it.
So Satan never. So God never sent Satan to hell.
Yeah.
Okay then,
After
that's
Satan
evil.
started, you feel me?
She's a murderer. There was no weapon. You even had people saying that to solidify
even
the
while
backup.
Satan is in hell, what is he doing right now, bro? He's still having fun down there, ain't he? Like,
all right, we're gonna talk about it more on the free flow. We about to get into self-hate.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we are dealing in hate.
A sharp is a boxer with a box cutter. The uppercut ya. Now listen up as I speak these words. You hate your skin cause you feel like it's not clear enough. You hate your spouse cause you feel like they don't care enough. You hate the fact that your people went through slavery, but you can't rise from the oppression to have enough bravery and say, no, not me. My life's been matter. Gun splatter, your whole damn brain. All the killings that we see from my people in America. I wonder, how are we still sane? Most of us off the cuckoo rocks, smoking J's, puffing on that powder back to take us away from the harsh reality. From Maryland, where this the home of the slaves, home of the heroin, home of the place where everybody gotta pray to Yahshua if you tryna make it to the next stage. Eclipse like a paragon or the moonlight. I shine bright, I'm out of sight. That bird box don't be packing right. Angry birds, I Twitter all the time. I'm upset at night. Sight. New millennials wishing they could fight, but it's not the same era of the civil rights. I just have to accept that and try to have my own form of combat. I can no longer tolerate that. Black lives matter. That's to say it, we need to make somebody's skull crack. Like the cover of Rockstar, bully my way through. I wonder if you care about me or I'm just a piece of shit to you. Probably number two, the opposite so irony. That's why you gotta keep your iron with you. I feel like Tony Stark's, man. Beat that nigga ass and take him out of space like you did Spider-Man. I am Thanos, one snap and always goes all pain. Stay alive and understand it's deeper than what the flesh say. It's deeper than the mind and brain. Yahshua will make a way. Just continue to be humble, aggressive and brave. Lord have mercy. I know you hate yourself,
but I love you.
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No.
They used to tell me, 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 yeah. They used to tell me, 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 yeah. They used to tell me, boy, you need to hit the block, yeah. They used to tell me that I never reach the top, yeah. They used to tell me I should give it all I got, yeah. They used to tell me they was real but really not, yeah. They used to tell me that I need to hit the block, yeah. They used to tell me that I never reach the top, yeah. They used to tell me I should give it all I got, yeah. They used to tell me they was real but really not, yeah.
Said, let me get spiritual, I'm the digital miracle. All this money going around like it was spherical. You niggas hysterical, you need to just let it go, or I'm chopping off your head the same way the lettuce grow. Lord told us to let it go. Nothing really matters at funerals or masses. Only time that we gather, other than when we battle. Looking for beef like cattle. She ride me without a saddle. I'm drowning without a paddle. When a text could ignite a battle, and the night can get abandoned. How I hit your chick and all the bitches bragging. Yeah, we different cause you bitches RuPaul when you dragging, fagging. They don't trust me, I'm a loose cannon, Bruce Banner. I couldn't pick a flaw with 2 cameras. Brought new hammers for loose banter. You crush it and the truth answered. Bars deadly as a new cancer. Explode these rappers like a new dancer.
They used to tell me, boy, you need to hit the block, yeah. They used to tell me that I never reach the top, yeah. They used to tell me I should give it all I got, yeah. They used to tell me they was real but really not, yeah. They used to tell me that I need to hit the block, yeah. They used to tell me that I never reach the top, yeah. They used to tell me I should give it all I got, yeah. They used to tell me they was real but really not, yeah.
I'm a star child, lyrics are art style. All I do is beat the track up, martial art style. Who art thou? Feeling like I'm Shakespeare, sitting in these dark clouds, but my vision stay clear. I take fear and turn it to my gasoline. They feel the dry, doubt if they ever passing me. Pass the weed, your boy blows ass the trees. I'm feeling the love, I always pass the king. You can keep the torch, just pass the rings. Bars heavy in my death, even the casket leans. Rich and famous is the classic dream, but when your squad missing shots, what could you ask the team? I just tell them pass to me, I splash the 3. I done wrote more scriptures than a pastor reads. Nicknamed Dirt Dastardly, a catastrophe with a mastery of acting bastardly, to the point that my mama don't ask for me. Get serious, use a laugh at me. Why mostly whack rappers chasing after me? Who the best? I'ma check like they cashing me. Don't hate, just watch the time and I get lost in rhyming. Fuck with me and get popped like you lost your hymen. Dark days are the cost for shining. I spilled the tea and raised the cost in China. An architect called me Baltimore's lost designer. How much for your soul? Guess it cost designer. I felt like Malcolm when he lost Elijah. I'm the truth, you a falsifier. The results get dire, the scene turn into a forest fire. I get more inspired to soar into the orbit higher till I'm worn and tired or aspired.
What's up, fam? It's your girl Ike here, and I just wanted to do a quick video on, because I know some things that I don't think you guys know, and I want to share it with you because my level of outrage and frustration is at an all-time high. I don't even want to fucking be in this country no more. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to fucking leave. But I need to share this with you. Y'all know I'm a lawyer, I'm a former prosecutor, and I'm currently a defense attorney. I was a prosecutor in Manhattan, New York City. So let me explain to you, because we are getting a lot of feedback about these grand juries that are not indicting these police officers. And you need to understand something. The first thing you need to understand is that a grand jury presentation is an ex parte proceeding. What does that mean, Ike? Don't talk that lawyer shit. Okay, ex parte means one-sided. That means that there's only one side being presented in the grand jury. There is nothing to controvert or contradict what the prosecutor is putting in the grand jury, unless a defendant chooses to exercise his right to testify in the grand jury. And even then, the defendant is allowed to come in with counsel, but you as an attorney, me as an attorney, when I escort clients into the grand jury, I am not even allowed to fucking speak. Do you hear me? I'm not allowed to say shit. If I want to confer with my client, because he might not be sure how to answer a question, we got to step outside and come back in. The grand jury, the entire presentation is controlled, is orchestrated by the prosecutor. The evidence that goes in, the witnesses that go in, how the evidence is presented, the spin. Prosecutors control the grand jury. There's no judicial oversight. Now, that's not till after you got an indictment. There's no judicial oversight about how the case is going to be presented, what witnesses are going to be presented, what charges are going to be presented. All of that is at the exclusive discretion of the prosecutor. Exclusive. If a prosecutor wants to get an indictment, bet your ass they will get it. They will get it, because that saying, it doesn't take anything to indict a ham sandwich, is fucking true. It doesn't take anything, and I'm a former prosecutor. 5 years, I indicted motherfuckers for 5 whole years. Okay? And I'm telling you, it don't take shit to do it. So the fact that Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, the most recent one, and all the others that have been down the line that have come back with what's called a no true bill, meaning that there is no indictment, meaning the case is over and the case is dismissed, that's orchestrated. Okay? Understand that shit. Know that that's orchestrated. Okay? Be pissed off. If you're gonna be pissed off about something, the legislatures need to change the way grand jury presentations are conducted. They shouldn't be ex parte proceedings. It shouldn't be so that the defense has you have no representation. There are some times where indictments are being presented or evidence in the grand jury and you don't even know. Okay? They have secret proceedings. Okay? And the whole grand jury presentation is fucking secret. Right? Secret. What'd that tell you? Anytime some shit is done in the secret, in the dark, the chances for abuse. I mean, damn. It's like, how fucking dumb do they expect us to be? We can't, I don't want to fight no more. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I'm done with this shit. You can't keep banging your head against a wall and expecting the wall to give. That shit is cement. These people hate us. They hate us. They are killing not just us. They're not killing just our men. They're not killing just our women. They are killing our children. I have a 12-year-old son. I live in Nassau County. We're allowed to have airsoft fucking guns. Airsoft pistols, BB guns. I won't let my son take one of those guns outside of our house. I have to sit him down and make sure he understands that your little white friend that you play with, he could play with the gun outside. You can't. You can't. This is fucking America. Fuck America. Fuck y'all, because y'all been fucking us for hundreds of years. And Ike is fucking tired.
Compton City Council shutting down good ideas just to settle political scores. Gina Silva is here with this story. If that is the truth, that's a big problem.
We're taking a look at that. Good morning. Yes, we started focusing on Compton because many of our viewers were complaining about the problems in their city, mainly the infrastructure, a lot of potholes in Compton. But then we discovered, with the help of many residents, that there are much bigger problems, like this project. It would have cost the city of Compton absolutely nothing. In fact, it would have brought $500,000 in renovations. But it was rejected. And the alleged reason behind it has many people upset.
What I did for the city and trying to help the city was 100% legit.
Compton resident Chico Brown, a former gang member, raised $500,000 to invest in the city of Compton. His idea? unite rival older gang members who have a background in construction to rebuild and restore parts of Compton that desperately need it.
You know, I got guys from East Side, Crips, Pyrus, and Hispanics working together. You know, I went to the mayor and asked, is it, you know, you think this is possible? He said, yeah, write up a proposal.
He did, and suddenly gang members who couldn't stand each other before were excited to work together for the betterment of Compton.
It seemed to be a no-brainer to go to the city and say, hey, we got this money, we got these guys that want to come back and repair some of the damage that they've done over the years.
What the guys didn't know is that the city of Compton, according to many residents, is in crisis. And Chico's project was caught right in the middle of political infighting.
My vote on this item is no. Councilperson Guyger?
No.
Councilwoman Jana Zarita, Tana McCoy, and Councilman Isaac Galvan voted no on Chico's project.
I was asking her, why? How could you do this to your city, to your community?
He believes the answer to that question was captured on camera. Chico had been filming his proposal for a possible documentary. This exchange with Councilwoman Jana Zarita was captured in a public setting in council chambers after his project was voted down.
Never.
That's what you get.
Never. Look, see, that's what they did. That's not true.
Zarita made it clear she doesn't like Asia Brown, the mayor of Compton.
This is her whole project. That's what
That ain't got nothing to do with this.
Sometimes it ain't what you do, it's who you associate with, right? You know that better than me, Chico. You know that better than me. I wouldn't support that mother to eat.
We understand that there's some infighting between you and the mayor, and you're not allowing certain projects to go through because of that.
That's not true. I don't know where you get your facts from. That is not true. I have never not voted to pass something to progress the city of Compton.
I wasn't surprised, unfortunately.
Compton Mayor Asia Brown says this isn't the first time a project that would benefit the residents of Compton gets turned down by the same council members, Zarita, Galvan, and McCoy. We requested interviews with all three council members on this matter, and they all declined.
Are they voting against projects just because you support them?
Many times, yes. I have experience being on the dais, bringing projects forward to restore our parks, even to repair our streets, and there is a voting bloc that has voted no against these improvements.
Councilwoman Emma Sharif tells a similar story. Have they done this before?
Yes, to me and the mayor, unfortunately, because I'm not a part of the voting bloc, so a lot of things that I want to bring, a lot of things that I may suggest never happen.
Compton City Council is made up of 5 members, so a voting bloc of 3 is a majority vote. Zarita proudly talks about her 3 votes in this video posted on Facebook.
They can call it whatever they want to. They can call it gangster, they can call it whatever. But when you have 3 votes, that's how you get things done.
But is that legal? Not if you ask the mayor.
For one person to reach out to other members and confirm their votes prior to the vote happening is a violation of the Brown Act, and that would warrant an investigation.
For the men who wanted to make a difference in their community, the outcome to such a promising project is devastating.
I thought it was BS. You know what I mean? I don't see how they could turn it down.
What do you want our viewers to get from this story?
The truth. And stop the corruption.
Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.
And of course, we'll have a lot more on the Compton City Council during a special edition of Fox 11 News In Depth with Hal Eisner. That airs on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. right here on Fox 11 and again at noon on KCOP Channel 13.
Well, I have to tell you, the evidence sounds absolutely damning.
Right.
It really does. And it's really a shame that the residents of that city would have to suffer because of political infighting. And you brought something else to our attention that I thought was really quite interesting. This whole project that was turned down actually has a Hollywood connection.
Yes, it does. When Chico got out of prison, he somehow met Penny Marshall. They became very good friends. She helped him become a film producer, and she also helped him to raise the $500,000 because he had this vision of taking it back to his community, a community that he felt he had harmed when he was a gang member. And he said, you know, what if we bring all these people together and we give back?
And he's trying to do a good thing. And unfortunately, all those roadblocks stopping him and roadblocks that are really harming the residents more than anybody else.
Yes, like I said, when we first started doing this, it was just about the potholes. And then the residents say, Gina, it's a lot deeper than the potholes.
All right, man, revealing approved information now. Episode 33, we in the building. Shout out to everybody that continue supporting. We had a little bit minor delays, but delays was actually good delays in this manner. I've been finalizing the album, getting a lot of things together. As y'all can see, we're moving all over the place. We're on all of the platforms as far as iTunes, Spotify, Google, and all that good stuff. So, I just wanted to say that before we get into the deeper side of the podcast and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody once again that continue supporting, and I love y'all. Round of applause for y'all. And shout out to the people who even branched out off of Facebook and decided to support us on all of our streaming services. And Rockstar in the Trench, Lil Hickey, and Midnight. Shout out to everybody that's supporting them on their first EP. You feel me? Kalen coming, my man MD coming. Everybody just continue working, moving for better. Mel Mel, you already know he's an artist, and he will be dropping some more for y'all. And just invest. And my aunt is working on her own business, so be on the lookout for that. You feel me? Look, man, I support anybody that's doing good. You feel me? And I hate people that try to cause division in our community. You feel me? People like Tanya TKO, stuff like that, who just talk about nothing but the negatives about black men and stuff like that. And I know it's black women who love us to death. She had an issue with a black woman getting in front of the gun when a police officer was about to execute and assassinate her husband, and all he was doing was proposing. You feel me? He was just proposing to his queen, and it could have got crazy, but she was gonna risk her life. And a lot of people don't, and like I said, I'm about to get into these topics, but I just felt like I had to say that. And a lot of people don't know, a lot of civil rights movements, a lot of black women held it down. You feel me? Listen, I'm not taking away nothing from what the men did. And of course, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the Fred Hamptons, many more. And a lot of women, they did get busy. And I just wanted to acknowledge that, the women who actually are fighting for black men every day. Because a lot of black men, they hate when we're unapologetic. You feel me? Stuff like that. They hate that, bro. And they hate when we honest and we just speak from the heart. I felt like I just had to say that real quick. Like I said, I'm just recording, finishing up now. The session that we did with DEMP DEMP and Memo on there, we have recorded that a little bit earlier. So, we dropping it now, and we will have more updates on the low case, because I know a lot more did happen. But just bear with me. We got y'all. We probably see y'all again Friday. I just like to make sure it's a lot of details that's out. Now, with that being said, let me finish with these topics. And if y'all remember what just happened, the lawyer, I think she's from New York, she just explained the judicial system that's in America that we already are familiar with, as far as how it's very corrupt. And I know it's crazy, and I be trying to tell people this all the time. I have some of the most interesting conversations with people who had the label fiends and stuff like that. And I know I'm pretty much a dude who go around and talk to people who bash out of society. I talk to the homeless, sit down, have lunch with them, smoke a J. Everybody don't smoke weed, but you feel me? I'm a part of that. You feel me? The community of this showing love and all that. You feel me? So this is stuff I like to do. We sit down, actually have a lunch. They eat whatever I eat, and if they don't prefer it, I give them whatever they get, but make sure they get the the nice joint. And y'all don't know a lot of this stuff because I don't share a lot of this stuff, because that's not what I do. It's not for the hype. I actually do this. And like I said, man, anyway, she pretty much talked about how it's all corrupt, and I just had to say that, saying the people who we black out of society, like the homeless and the fiends and stuff like that, they know these laws, and they be trying to give game to a lot of people who don't know the laws. Because in reality, niggas might know, you feel me, you can get in trouble if you do some stupid shit, but they don't exactly know the law, the amount of time, lawyers and stuff like that. That information that you have to wait until you get booked for, my street niggas, you feel me, that's your life, cool. Everybody else, that's not your life. So right now it's just for my street niggas, because they still, you feel me, try to make sure they make sure they straight in this shit, period. So you already know, especially my niggas in Baltimore. You feel me? They already trying to come up with futuristic technology to get the streets on lock. You feel me? So, just y'all be careful out there. You feel what I'm saying? And try to listen to a lot of things. Not listen to them like as far as do what they do, but they have a lot of game, bro. As far as they trials and tribulations, like a lot of people have testimonies that I feel like people just bash on, and they break down a lot of the laws that, you feel me, the Queen just talked about in this clip. She said clearly that they don't care. You feel me? And she's an older OG and not original gangster, original genius. And I'm an outstanding OG, a young genius. So just let that be clear. She was just breaking it down. Y'all heard it word for word. Y'all cannot disagree with that. And I'm gonna touch more topics on there when KLM and everybody else get on. And it's just crazy, bro. Real talk. You feel me? Just listen, man. And brother, I don't know what it is, bro. Shout out to Los Angeles, you know, the whole California. It's just something about LA that the government does not want to have anything that's unified, bro. And this is throughout time. This is, you feel me, the area, especially the area of Watts. They don't want no type of unity in that area. Yeah, a lot of the cities that for a fact riot and didn't take no shit that I can just take off was definitely cities, states, whatever. California definitely got busy. Watts got busy, definitely. They don't play no bullshit. Chicago was a city that didn't take no shit. Baltimore also rioted. It's certain cities that they don't stand for it. And if it's unity in these certain places, you feel me, they won't let it happen because they know if all these people come together, then the game has to stop. And a lot of our cities, a lot of our inner cities is ran by Democrats. The Democrats are funded by the Ku Klux Klan, and they still have members who are still chairmen in the Ku Klux Klan that have to try to low key, you feel me, let people know. But a lot of black people don't know this knowledge because in our community it's sacrilegious to speak negative about Obama or the Democrats. Yes, two separate things. You can't talk nothing bad about Obama, and you can't talk nothing bad about Democrat. We automatically vote Democrat. Nobody's saying that we fuck with Trump. You feel me? That we do or we don't fuck with Trump. Some black people do fuck with Trump. That's them. They got their own reasons. What I'm saying is, y'all niggas need to be more open-minded and just not just go with Democrat because they literally are funded by the Ku Klux Klan. Myself personally, I'm an independent and I'm conservative. So, you know, that's to let y'all understand a little bit of an understanding. You feel me? And the climate change thing, I know I'm all over the place, but like I said, I didn't really get to talk to y'all like I was able to, but I've been working on that album and I've been getting some good, you feel me, feedback from it, so y'all gonna love it. But the long story short is, every time we try to do stuff like this king right here and give back to the hood, they always try to have some type of roadblocks. We just lost King Nut. We lost a lot of kings, you feel me, that were trying to push forward the hood and bring everything together. That's all I'm about as well. And one of the reasons why I did this podcast in general, I've been doing this since high school, but to take it even more in this light is so I can tell the stories for the people who don't have a voice, for the people who don't know how to articulate themselves in a way so people can feel their pain and stuff like that, bro. It's just all over the place, bro. And to close on both stories, I feel like it's just nothing but game and she's tired. So please, y'all can't really get mad at a lot of older generation if they feel like they're tired and they just keep saying the same thing. We're the young generation. It's our job to continue to fight. We have to form God body, and I tell people that all the time. My theory with that is, my analogy what God body is, it's not a theory. My analogy is the head is the OGs who have the knowledge. The body is, like the 30s, the still 30s, no, like 45, whatever, 30s, whatever. You feel me? They're the torso. They still have arm strength, and as well as us. You feel me? And you got the ones that's coming up behind this. This in like elementary, kindergarten, and all that, middle school, and all that. Who are the legs? They are the future. Who's gonna carry the baton forwards, bro? You feel me? Like, it's a whole lot, man. But y'all already know it. It's just a wicked thing out here. We're gonna get more into it, and then we're gonna talk some conspiracy, but we're about to get into thoughts. You feel me? Waste it. Let's get it. Revealing improved information now.
I've been what? Thinking about suicide. I know, yeah, that I'm not alright. Sometimes I sit alone and I fucking cry. Yeah, I'm in my fucking bag, but yeah, I'm not in last. Oh, yeah, we doing shows. Yeah, turn with the bros. Yeah, we can't trust no hoes. Yeah, my neck is shine. Yeah, what? It don't need lights. Yeah. Your bitch my line. Why she always texting me all the time? Yeah, I'm just trying to get this cheese. Stack my cheese. Young nigga getting green. Split that shit with the team. Fucking sing, Lil Hickey, getting money, yeah, and I'm on my way, I'm getting paid, think about it, yeah, every day.
Yeah, it's midnight, bitch. You see the pain all in my eyes. I'm real fucked up, yeah, I'm traumatized. You claim you real, but you telling lies. These niggas change, yeah, they gotta die. I've been through it, all this fucking pain. Remember them nights, standing in the rain. Call me Steph Curry, sniper got some range. You fuck with Cam, 2 shots hit your brain. I'm just different, we are not the same. I'm gon' take off like a fucking plane. They say I'm crazy, yeah, I'm insane. Screaming Suwoo, so you know I bang. It's me, midnight, yeah, I do my thing. Gotta get this.
Get that bag, get through. I was blind city. All the things that you was out here trying to do to me. You told me you was down the ride. You looked me straight in my eyes. Girl, just a bunch of motherfucking lies. Heart racing, I'm traumatized.
Yeah, these niggas, they gon' snitch, they gon' spill the tea, yeah. Gotta pay to hang with me, can't get this clout for free, no. Now I'm high up, all these drugs, hope it take the pain away. But it's killing me inside, my brain fade away. Yeah, I gotta get this bread, I gotta make a way. If you ain't bleed me back, then you gotta pay. I'm on my grind, nigga, every single fucking day. Yeah, niggas fucked up, I'm really traumatized. Yeah, I see through the bullshit, I ain't blind. Yeah, these bitches taking everything, not my mind. Me and Lil Hickey with the fucking vibes.
Broke my heart, now I'm in my bag. You told me you would never do that. Put drugs in my system, say fuck that. Off the Xans, hope I don't relapse. Now I'm off this LSD. I'm high as shit, it's got me seeing things. I don't know if it's real or if that shit is make-believe. God damn, I'm in a trance. I've been going through the motion, dripping like an ocean.
Me and Lil Hickey putting things all in motion, and I'm off the perk, nigga, moving slow motion. If you fucking with my team, we gon' get the blowin'. Yeah, I'm young and paid, nigga, what the fuck you saying? Fucking with Lil Cam, nigga, we gon' get the spraying. Bodies get the laying, nigga, I ain't playing. Bodies get the dropping, nigga, I ain't never flopping, nigga. Bodies get the dropping, nigga, I ain't never flopping, nigga.
I give, you take, my little heart, it aches. The love you gave, I'm now realizing it was fake. I was blind to see all the things that you was out here trying to do to me. You told me you was down the ride. You looked me traumatized, I'm traumatized. Broke my heart, now I'm in my bag. You told me you would never do that. The drugs in my system say fuck that. Off the Xans, hope I don't relapse. Now I'm on this LSD. I'm high, shit, it's got me seeing things. I don't know if it's real or if that shit is make believe. God damn, I'm in a trance.
Various devices for administering the toxin that were found in the laboratory certainly make it clear that purely defensive uses were not what the agency was limited to in any way. There were definite offensive uses. In fact, there were dart guns. You mentioned suicides. Well, I don't think a suicide is usually accomplished with a dart, particularly a gun that can place the dart in a human target in such a way that he doesn't even know that he's been hit.
There's no question about it. It was also for offensive reasons. No question.
Have you brought with you some of those devices which would have enabled the CIA to use this poison for?
We have indeed.
For killing people? Don't point it at me. I wonder if can you roll that over? Roll it over. Now, does this pistol fire the dart?
Yes, it does, Mr. Chairman. The round thing at the top is obviously the sight. The rest of it is what is practically a normal 45, although it's special. However, it works by electricity. There's a battery in the handle, and it fires a small dart.
So that when it fires silently?
Almost silently, yes. Very little.
What range does it have?
100 meters. 100 meters, I believe, about 100 yards, 100 meters.
About 100 meters range.
Right.
And the dart itself, when it strikes the target, does the target know that he's been hit and about to die?
That depends, Mr. Chairman, on the particular dart used. There are different kinds of these flechettes that were used in various weapon systems, and a special one was developed which potentially would be able to enter the target without perception.
Without perception.
Right.
And did you find such darts in the library? In the laboratory?
We did.
Yes. Isn't it true too that the effort not only involved designing a gun that could strike a human target without knowledge of the person who'd been struck, but also the toxin itself would not appear in the autopsy?
Well, there was an attempt.
Or the dart?
Yes, so that there was no way of perceiving that the target was hit.
As a murder instrument, that's about as efficient as you can get, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
It is a weapon, a very serious weapon.
All right, man, we're revealing the information now. Now, my conspiracy guys, you feel me? My conspiracy kings and queens out there, I know for a fact that y'all been on my neck, like, yo, talk about conspiracies, talk about conspiracies. What's up with that? What's up with that? Because a lot of people call a lot of the people who believe in conspiracies crazy. That's the modern day conspiracies. The NIP assassination conspiracy has people with different views. A lot of people think Shitty Cuz did it. A lot of people feel like the government had their hand in it. You feel me? It's different things. I always feel like the broader view, you have to have a wider eye. You feel me? And my thing, we clearly seen that the footage in the Marathon parking lot was edited, and we seen all of that, bro. Like, I took that. Listen, bro. I took the time out to watch over and over and over. The footage was edited. All the people who know about edited footage, you know. And David Gross, who is the partner, who is in the listen, man. I want to say it correctly. Who is a partner? Who was partnered with Nip, as well as the King Black Sam, Nip brother. Hold your head, bro. David Gross. You also seen him with DJ Khaled a lot. He, you feel me? He has the rights to release the footage. You feel me? We're gonna say allegedly, just in case he try to get spicy. He has the rights, allegedly, but we already know what that means. The rights to, allegedly he has the rights to release everything that happened from all of the time. Everybody is screaming for the footage, bro. And the trial was still going on. I've been real quiet about it because I'm so fucked up about it a lot of bit, but you know, you gotta remain strong. David Gross released the footage, bruh. You feel me? That's all people are asking for. And I know a lot of people like, no, you should be. Nah, it don't have nothing to do with her, bro. You feel me? It do what it don't, but she probably putting pressure on his neck too. But a lot of conspiracy-wise, a lot of people think that David Gross may have his hand in a lot of shit. And then also RZA Islam, you feel me, allegedly could have his hand in a part of this shit as well. Cause that skinny brother in the white, who they said was shitty, cause the figure, they said it wasn't him, bro. And if you watch the tape, it's like a weird shit. It's two people. He passed Joe the gun, bro. You feel me? If you watch the clip, you have to actually watch how they try to edit it in its different layers and shadowing. It's crazy, bro. That's how you know for a fact that it was an assassination, and it was deeper than shitty cuz, bro. You feel me? Man, look, man. All I'm saying is, bro, you had to try to keep your eye open. And my conspiracy, kings and queens, I know y'all wanted me to further talk deep on it. You feel me? I had to take that time out to do that for y'all real quick. And back to this right here. They literally are getting confident now with a lot of stuff that's happening. We just heard about the alien UFOs, how they actually seen something. They try to be slick and not call it a flying unidentified object. They called it something else, which is, in the same, the same field as it. But we already know, bro, like, all of the shit people said, and randomly, y'all know how we do. Why is DC, that's why Marvel always gonna be ahead. Why is DC not taking the opportunity to drop a Martian Manhunter movie when everybody was talking about aliens? The whole world was talking about aliens, and DC didn't take this opportunity to drop a Martian Manhunter movie. DC passed up on a perfect opportunity for bread, bro. That's easy bakery. The whole internet was just talking about nothing but aliens. You feel me? So it's just crazy. This is crazy right now. So I'm just thinking, like, on the business side, like that would have been a nice lick. But anyway, back to it. This gun can kill you without you even knowing. And they said it has some nice distance with it. I really wonder who do y'all think that they use this gun for in a period of history, bro? Like, just thinking about different cases, who do y'all think they actually use this gun for? And this clip is a little older. I'm pretty sure y'all could tell by the audio, but for whatever reason, a lot of footage is getting leaked now. I guess the people who claim that they have, no fear of God, they now having, for whatever reason, they're having remorse, and they want to drop all of this information and all these conspiracies we've been wondering for years. Just like a conspiracy with the Bob Marley conspiracy. The man, before he died, admitted that because everybody knows this Bob Marley fan. He had something wrong with his foot playing a soccer game. The man admitted He put cancer inside of this needle and put it inside Bob Marley's shoe, and Bob Marley got cancer, and that's how Bob Marley had the cancer. He admitted all of that. You got people admitting that Martin Luther King actually survived the gunshots on the balcony, but when he went to the hospital, they was told to make sure he doesn't make it out, so they suffocated him. You got a lot of things coming out, bro. So things like this invisible bullet gun is not really surprising to a lot of people. To some people, I know it's scary because you don't want to believe a lot of these theories, because it will make you have a whole nother paranoia and anxiety, I'm pretty sure. But we have to talk about it. I know, like I said, a lot of people ask me, yo, Brent, talk about this, bro. Why you sleeping on this, bro? Why you sleeping on this? I know you're not scared to talk about it. I'm not scared to talk about no issues, because it's not biased from no perspective at all. I let everybody have the opportunity to talk about whatever they want to talk about, to flow how they want to flow, bro. And like I said, bro, I'm not surprised about this gun. I'm not surprised at all. And if you see the technology, like I said, and you see the date of this footage, bro, can you just imagine what's going on now? And they already said they got some type of surveillance and crazy stuff like that. But that's another day, bro. And we're going to talk more deeper into it, man. I just had to bring that to acknowledgement, you feel me? And like I said, I will see y'all again Friday. And we got even more good stories for y'all on this podcast. The Queen should be back on the podcast, as well as KLM. And my anime fans, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on. In America, Super just ended. One Punch just started. JoJo's about to come back. And we found out Rick and Morty will be coming next month. And Boombox is coming 2020, I believe, December-ish. South Park is back. And I think South Park is actually starting off very strong. Y'all already know South Park touch on all issues. I always say this all the time. South Park is equally offensive to all races, all cultures, all religions, to everybody. So I feel like people really shouldn't get mad about any type of joke on South Park, because they offend everybody equally. And that's one thing I have to commend Comedy Central for. I feel like they are very outspoken. When my show pop off, it's not a comedy show, but still, when my show pop off, I even want my shit on Comedy Central or FX, point blank period. But look out for Spike Lee, A-Mac Rain. We out here. Whoever y'all want to call me. Or Tyler Perry, this guy's studio. Tyler Perry Rain. We out here. You feel me? No, I'm joking with y'all, but shout out to bro for that as well. And yo, shout out to the Lakers. All my Lakers fans, stand up. All my basketball fans, stand up in general, bro. You feel me? Y'all already know, man, this is gonna be a wonderful season. But I would be a fool if I didn't take the time out to acknowledge the DMV Kings and Queens, bro. Shout out to the Mystics, bro. The Mystics, they won. Listen, bro, this is the first time they won the championship. I'm gonna go to the parade bad. You know it's DC, bro. You know it's gonna be rocking, bro. And I love the support that the women receive for the championship, because people try to play with the WNBA. Oh, these women that are basketball born, these women will fuck y'all up and bust y'all ass. A lot of y'all niggas be drinking, eating bad, watching the game, bad knees, just talking dumb. And y'all niggas can ball. Y'all not gonna talk that reckless because y'all respect game in general. You feel what I'm saying? So let's not do that at all. So, and this will be dropping. Y'all should be hearing this in the morning, by the way. So don't get confused if you hear me report shit from, a different time and shit like that. Don't do that to me now. You feel me? And for the people, shout out to my everybody out there that continue doing what you doing and stuff like that. I believe this is the week for the NBA, bro. So it's all in well, bro. And as well as music, Wale, nigga, it's forlorn season. Stop sleeping on my man's. He even got Aries on the album. DC Connection, Maryland Vibe. You already know what time it is. Revealing improving information now. I will be checking back with y'all Friday. For my guys who's pressing me about these, when you gonna talk about sports, I got y'all. We got everything, man. And we will be having phone calls soon. Spread love. Be blessed. The album is on the way. I've been posting up the cover. We have the final cover. It will be in some Best Buys, some Walmarts, and it's definitely on Amazon. Go support the stuff that's out right now. Man, I got my man Greedy on the album, Hickey on the album, AK on the album, D-Max on the, you feel me, man? D-Max on the album. That's that boy Midnight, if you didn't know. Only I can call him D-Max, so you might get smacked the fuck up. You feel me, my man Midnight himself. And KLM on the album. It's just some classic shit coming, man. I love y'all. Revealing the real information now. Let's continue to be great, my kings and queens. Never should we drop our crowns. Episode 33. Dope pills, crack, or heroin. First class, dumb ass, just to be clear. It's another junkie getting high. Off dope pills, crack, or heroin. In the state of Maryland. Y'all better listen up. More Geminology.
His girlfriend is pregnant, and his mother-in-law often drives around town and tell him to change.
Y'all pay attention to the description. Y'all see this is a very complex tape. Hot up, sober, or tipsy. It's a money shit for everybody. My album also fire, but you know, I got them drums on it. Or heroin.
That's peer pressure.
You dig me? Sad reality is we still locked in them chains. Nobody care if we die, nobody wanna make real change. So they gon' make our ass get taxed every time, man. Them blocks poppin', niggas get to dropping quick fast, man. Unity is only for those that's really woke, but they put them to sleep with the bullet though. I can't believe they still wanna overachieve. Most seekers get mad for niggas, sell them more weed, so they kill them and take them out. That's what they like to see, and they sell them niggas guns to track it back to eventually. Listen, that's just how the game go. You get it from your enemy and lock you back in shackles, and you wondering who ratted on me. Take your anger out on niggas that didn't do shit. You was a nigga who in the hood that is a nuisance and gotta get new quick. You bringing us down, I can't believe that you trying to give us some daps and them pounds. The biggest still shooting us down like that shit cool to be around. Can't believe that shit so profound. A nigga shoot a school up and don't label him a terrorist, but his color or religion is Muslim and they scared of him.
In Baltimore, heroin never left the streets. R.A.I.N is not an addict, but many of his
First class, the best, just to be clear. It's another junkie getting high. Off dope pills, crack, or heroin. In the state of Maryland.
You right? No, not really. Some shit too. Mom is 18. She prostitutes herself and money, but
yes, it's another junkie getting high.
her addiction.
Yeah. Hot up, sober and tipsy. It's here to save everybody. What up, Smokey? More Geminology.
If they were so concerned, why not come and help me?
I feel you, baby. Yeah, shit is crazy. This all I know. The murder, rap, and wreck shit. It's kinda sad that niggas doing drugs is anorexic. Everybody on drugs, nigga, accept it. This all I know, to give you my pain and glory. So please glorify my hatred as I continue to tell you these Maryland tales. To solidify my hip-hop glory. The days after the chosen one chose death over slavery. Change somehow so has a cause and effect on my people. But the kings and queens admires you for your bravery. Barely myself, let's skip a class at Morgan State. I hope you can bear with me while I educate. I don't mean to complain, but why that's how I currently meditate. I'm playing chess with my rhymes now, and that definitely was a checkmate. The beauty of your mornings and the loneliness of your night falls to the cause of vibration and complexion. I'm so depressed from my wicked depression that everything in the shadows of darkness even blocked out my own reflection. Can't believe that I missed the exit. Continue life of misery. Hopefully the judge doesn't sentence me. How you gonna sentence the king in shackles and all things?
The feeling of abandonment is shared by many. Drug policy experts say that the whole issue of drugs has fallen off the political radar.
The war in Iraq and the economy are the dominant political issues in the country at this particular time. The fear factor that relates to violence associated with drugs has diminished significantly.
It may no longer make national news, but the gun battles and drug-related violence has never stopped in the city. The murder rate here is 7 times the national average.
In the streets of Baltimore, it is common to come across what people call memorials. You can see them in lampposts and also sometimes in trees. These places symbolize where young people were murdered, mostly because of drugs. And people come here to pray for their memory.
More than half of the black male population under 30 in Baltimore is either in prison or on parole. Cornell is a former drug dealer. Since he got out of jail 3 years ago, he spends his time in poor neighborhoods trying to help vulnerable teenagers.
I stayed locked up 19 years, 9 months. I pray to God that no one else has to go that far before they really wake up to what's really going on in life. You know, we all make mistakes, and this is one of the reasons why they put races on council, because nobody's perfect.
One generation helping the next.
But I make it right now. It's not big on the way on.
In a city desperately in need of it.